gather around. I've got a story to tell about a Manhattan lady that I know very well. She lived at 5 Riverside. Her name was Cyd Charrow, and she traveled round the world to meet the guy next door. Well, there was trouble inside apartment 29E, 'cause Shirley's mother and dad were as upset as can be. They said, "We hate to complain, dear, and we don't like to grouse, but you're nearly 32, you should get out of the house. You gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, you gotta make them sing and really ring them bells. It's such a happy thing to hear them ting-a-ling, you gotta ring them bells." Well, Shirley was 31, which she was loath to admit, and she had never been loved, which didn't thrill her a bit. So she sat and she thought for hours on end, and said, "I'll go to Chase Manhattan, where I got me a friend." And so she borrowed a thou and called TWA, and told her mother and dad that she was up and away. "I'm gonna travel the continent a month, maybe 2. Haul me home a huzz if it's the last thing I do." You gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, you gotta make them sing and really ring them bells. It's such a happy thing to hear them tingling, you gotta ring them bells. She met a Londoner first, but they did not hit it off, 'cause every time she approached, he got a bronchial cough. So she went to Madrid, met a handsome signor, but he liked to throw the bull, and he was no matador. She also bombed out in Brussels, in Mallorca and Rome, till someone said, "Try Dubrovnik, dear, before you go home, 'cause it's the kind of a town where you'd be likely to fall. All the Tony Cognoscetti find the Balkans a ball." You've got to ring them bells, ring them bells. You've got to make them sing and really ring them bells. It's such a happy thing to hear them tingling. You've got to ring them bells. Ooh. And so she got to Dubrovnik, and the very first day she met a guy on the beach who took her reason away. Yes, it was love at first sight, such a beautiful thing. She said, "My name is Cyd Charrow." He said, "I'm Norm Saperstein." She said, "Are you from New York?" He said, "That can't be denied. I've got a swell Junior 3 at number 5 Riverside." 5? 5 Riverside Drive in New York? That's where you live? But that's where I live. As if that wasn't enough, poor Shirley thought she'd gone deaf when he told her his apartment there was 29F. Yes, she was E, he was F, and they had not even met until she traveled the world to Yugoslavia yet. He'd always been right next door, and she might never have known. If she hadn't tried Dubrovnik, she might still be alone. Well, there's a moral to learn from little Shirley Charrow, who had to travel the world to meet her lover next door. You girls who live in apartments, don't just stare at your walls. Open up the doors and hurry out in the